All right. Happy Wednesday. We are back to Wednesday, Facebook world, and possibly beyond. My name is Barry, also known as the Interactive Psychic, and I am the organizer of the Magical Minds Metaphysical Fair, coming to you on March 22nd, 2025 at the Monroeville Convention Center. This is another episode of Meet the Magical Minds. We're going to talk to 3 more vendors, healers, readers tonight. First thing that we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead like I always do, and I'm going to put the poster for the show up there for everybody to see. Again, it's called the Magical Minds Metaphysical Fair, and it's coming to you on 22nd. So this says 90 plus vendors, but we're over 110 now. Workshops and lectures and tattoos and henna and photo opportunities and free to play games and all the fun stuff. Come hang out with us. So. Okay, so what we're going to do next is I got our next guest backstage. Erin, can you give me a thumbs up that you are ready to go? All right, good. So we are going to bring Erin onto the screen. Hello, Erin.
Hello. Good to be here. Thank you for having me.
This is Erin from Lifted Spirits. Actually, let me get your little banner up because I got excited that you were coming on and I wasn't prepared, but there it is, Lifted Spirits, and that's spirits with 2 S's at the end. And you can find her at liftedspirits.com. And later when she begins to speak, we'll have a ticker down there for her with her Facebook as well. So Erin, introduce yourself to everybody, talk about who you are and what you do.
Of course. Well, thank you, first of all, for having me. And special thank you to Christina for all of that information and going first for us tonight. That was just absolutely fascinating. And a lot of the things that you said resonate with me and absolutely inspire me to get more into that field of really digging into who I am as my roots. So that's exciting because as I am, Erin Shear is my birth name. Lifted Spirits is my business name, but who am I? I am figuring that out every single day in this crazy, weird lived experience that I'm in with all of you, and really lifting spirits is what I'm here to do. So I like to call myself a transformational healer and a mystical artist because I'm a little bit into the world of the healing where I, from my own personal experiences and a degree of life, I'll call it, I've gained, a couple, maybe a decade or 2 experience with personal development, motivational speaking, inner healing, and just a lot of soul transformation, whether that was of my own choice or not. I fell into addiction at a very, very young age like 14, 15. I started drinking, smoking, opiates by age 16. And I somehow, to numb all of the pain that I felt, was consuming all of that. But my spirit, thank God for my spirit still wanting to live, because if it wasn't for that, I probably most likely wouldn't be here. So I take that and I hold it very dear to me because it was an opportunity every single day to die, but I didn't. I still remain. So I feel like it's a gift to try to spread that, whether it be sharing my hope, strength, experience with somebody, or guiding them as a guide or coach or whatever it be. And I feel like I've unknowingly been doing it for a decade or 2, guiding people, helping them with their own awareness of self, authenticity, and in healing. So I'm venturing into the route of coaching for that and being a guide in the spiritual world and a healthy lifestyle. But and then in the artistic side, so now that I've got over 5 years clean from a 15-year heroin addiction, I am turning all of that destruction into creation. So I do like the mystical art. I've branded myself as an oddities artist because I will take, as you know, things like deer skulls and have a bonsai tree growing up through it and create these beautiful live life and death planters, as I call them, or mystical creations. I've actually brought.
I was going to say, do you have anything nearby? Show us.
This is my snake in a box. So I obviously love to light stuff up because in the darkness, once things are illuminated, they really pop and show their beauty. I guess I've started with the life and death oddities art because I'm just absolutely fascinated with the cycle of life, death, rebirth, and how interrelated, intertwined it is. So I love to honor death, because though things in this realm may perish and go physically, they're never energetically gone. So they leave remnants behind or they pass on. Either way, they leave some beautiful things. So I try to create art with that. I do bigger pieces with big deer skulls, full deer pieces with the antlers attached, or little muskrat skulls or whatever it be. So I just love the creation. So again, with the it's all intertwined, and I'm just fascinated by it, and that's what I'm doing. I quit my full-time job in the veterinary field at the end of November, right? And 33 is my lucky number. So I was 33 when I finally said, I'm done doing this full-time job working for the man. I'm going to go jump leap of faith, find my wings on the way down. And I'm full-time lifted spirits. I'm in a few shops. I'm trying to get some workshops, classes, movement classes, guided meditation classes out. And I don't know, my chat GPT asked me what my mission was. And I was like, change the world one person at a time. Like,
speaking of like where you're at, can you tell everybody what stores you're in?
Yeah, thank you. So Midnight Dreary Shops is an adorable section of Eclectic, which is a home decor furniture shop in Latrobe. It also has Raspberry Acre Farm Winery in there. So you go into the shop, grab a glass of wine or a bottle, whatever your preference is. You shop around at all the adorable local vendors and artists. And then on the one side, you will find myself. You'll find Barry of the Interactive Psychic and Jess of Saging Space. We're a spooky trio and a bunch of awesome vendors and artists that are a little bit more into the spookier witchcraft natural side with home decor, holistic products, tarot stuff, all of the cool stuff. So I'm in there. And then the Steel Goat Marketplace as one of your main sponsors also, which is a great place to be because I also put on classes there. So I teach some personal development classes out of there, and now I'll be doing mycelium movement classes, which is a guided meditation to get us centered. And then we move into a spiritual writing exercise for self-reflection, and then a group discussion where we really are trying to create a safe and vulnerable space for the connection of our community, because I found with my own self, open vulnerability is like soul alchemy, and being authentic is like soul freedom. So that's what I'm trying to show other people that I found in my life by the tools I'm doing. And this is a place, both of these places and a bunch of wonderful other places are a means for me to share that with other people. So I'm grateful to be in physical locations as well, and then to do these big awesome shows and put on workshops and be a vendor. It's all new and exciting. I'm new on the streets, but I'm here and I'm ready and I'm excited.
And I think I want to tell the story real quick of how we met, because it really is such like divine timing. We went to I think it was Strawberry Moon Festival is what it was called, and it was really pretty. Like you walk into the woods and there's all these vendors, and we're walking up and down. And I have to preface this with, I am married. I love my husband very much, and he is a lover of plants. I also love plants too. However, he really is the nurturer. He can keep them alive. I talk to them. So we're walking through the woods, and then I come upon this booth, and there's all these different plants in these containers and these deer skulls, and my eyes lit up. And I ended up buying a very big life and death planner from you that day for him.
My first one.
Your first one that you sold, and we still have it. We keep it on our kitchen table. It's the main centerpiece, and that's how you and I met. And that day, I didn't expect that we would become friends, let alone such close friends. But that's divine timing. That's how things work. And that was a great day for me. But your work is amazing. Anybody that sees your work knows that. And You have another comment I'm going to put up here for Tracy. Such a beautiful soul. Truly, truly is. And I'm so glad we have that chance to connect. And somehow, some way, I ended up in an affair. And, this was definitely, part of me and a lot of part spirit as I woke one day and I was like, what? They were just like, you got to do this. So you're a part of this, which I'm so happy to have as a friend here to show with us. So I want to talk a little bit about you have a workshop out here. You're not just a mentor. You actually are doing a workshop. So can you tell everybody a little bit about your workshop?
I am. Thank you. So it is called it's called Void Within. And what the intention behind it is, so we're gonna walk in, I'll be seated. I like to teach, as you know, but I also have quite a big heart to help heal. So on a bigger scale than just sitting at home doing guided meditation, I'm doing guided meditations, whether it be a recorded meditation that I do prior to and play, or I speak it into a microphone, whatever the setting and surrounding is. So it's a guided meditation where we're really using the tools of visualization. Whether you're doing this in a spiritual practice, some of the most ancients will use visualization techniques for manifestation, or then now on the scientific side in quantum physics, that scientists are showing proof where they have the readings, doing MRIs while people are meditating, and in these meditative states, it's increasing levels of consciousness, putting us at a level where we can genetically heal our cellular DNA. So it's just absolutely fascinating. Then you tie in collective energy. So one person is powerful, one magnetic, one battery is powerful. But if I feel like if we put a lot of batteries and magnetic power together, even again with prayer, when there's more than 2 or 3 people, whatever that they say is, then magic can happen, or God's listening. I don't know what they say, but more people, more power. So guided meditation, then a collective group banishing ritual ceremony type thing, where we're going to write down really some deep things that we reflected on in that guided meditation that we want to release, putting our intention into that release, because as we know, these things that we are sending off to the universe, it doesn't belong to us anymore. What doesn't serve us anymore, why are we holding on to it? If we're throwing out our trash in the garbage can because it stinks, why hold on to the trash inside if it's getting us poison? So we're releasing the power together of releasing. Then we're going to do a collective chant, an affirmation to reaffirm what we're producing. Then we'll plant our seeds of intention and create new. Since we've banished, we're going to replace with some good stuff. We'll have a whole nother affirmation, little quick guided meditation with that, and then a whole collective thing. So I'm really just trying to bring together people and show what our individual power is, and then the untapped power of the collective. So again, with the divine timing, synchronicities, I know when I have full faith and trust in universal source, God, power, whatever we want to call it, that connection we have, when I am trusting in that, things work out. It's all good. Weird shit happens, but I still know that in the end, I'm going to be okay. People find me. I find people like you, like Jess, like all of these incredible people, which is why I'm so grateful for you being a lighthouse for everybody, because I know that you're doing something big, Barry, but this is an absolute honor, and it's an amazing thing that you're doing here. I'm so new to the scene, and being in these few vendor shows, hearing people talk about you and talk about the excitement with this is just absolutely an honor and exciting. Yeah, my cat's meowing, so I'm sure that means something.
My eyes are meowing.
It's just, it's amazing to watch, because as a new friend of yours and as a business partner now, we're just, for people like us who, some of us are out there doing this. Some of us are recluses and hermits because society either makes us feel weird, or we don't like society because it feels whatever. You are being a lighthouse, finding all of these people, pulling them in, putting them together. And again, that Monroeville Convention Center is going to be such a powerhouse. I can just see it. I can feel it. I know it. And it's amazing. I got off on a tangent because I have ADHD and I do that.
It's okay. No.
My workshop should be great. I hope to see you all there for collective power.
So I want to say thank you for your kind words. They really mean a lot to me. I love people. I've always had, like, growing up, I was never that boy that was into sports. I was the weird boy. I was the different boy, and I'm totally claiming that. I'm cool with that. But when I got to a certain age, I realized, I might not be able to work with my hands and build things and like do a manual labor job, which doesn't really matter. But like, I am able to work with people. And then that took me into like treating people, because like I'm a licensed therapist, and I love people, and I love the metaphysical world. I love everything about what we're doing here. I believe in it. I believe in all of you. And I just think that it's time to really like do something big. And I'm glad that I have people behind me that are doing that with me, because again, we can't do this by ourselves. Like, we have to do it together. So, and that means like bettering the communication, raising the bar, setting standards, raising those standards. We just got to keep going and going. So thank you for those kind words. They really mean a lot to me. Because again, I still have to have the human experience too. So, there's those days of self-doubt and everything, but words like that and from the people that are closest to me mean a lot. So, so we'll play pretend like we have before. I come to the show that day. I walk to the Lifted Spirits booth. I know you talked about a lot of the things that you make. What can people expect to be able to actually purchase from your booth that day?
Okay. Well, I also brought some goodies to show you because I've been crafting a lot. So a rundown of what I make. Tarot-themed perfume sprays made of essential oils. I am a forager, so I make different tinctures like mushroom tinctures, herbal tinctures. But I've been doing a lot more resin work and little cuties. So I've made, these are incense holders that I've used resin and little charms and jewels really to span, make it mushroom queen over here. I love my mushrooms. Little jewelry trinket trays where you can put your rings on and your jewelry. And then I still read a lot of books because I like physical books. I feel like a lot of people do audiobooks, but I've been making bookmarks as well. So I've got lots of cuties, Bloody Valentines, Galaxy bookmarks. So some cute stuff. And then Bloody Valentine heart. Come on. Nice. Because we're cute and spooky over here at Lifted Spirits.
Spooky. We're spooky.
Whatever. Yeah. So that's the funny thing. People walk up to my booth and I'm like, I don't know. I'm a little bit of everything, because I do. I've literally got bones on my table, but then I have flowers and crystals and moss and beautiful, mystical creations. So, you can never know what you expect, or a little bit of everything, but cute and spooky. If you like one or either, you know where to find me.
Absolutely. Okay. Is there anything that you want people to know about where you're at before the event on March 22nd as we're closing out here with you?
I will, actually, because I ironically planned out my February. Nice. So that's great. How convenient. So if anybody is interested in this mycelium movement class, where we start with a guided meditation and then we do gentle floor stretching, mild mindful movements where we're given music and prompts to reflect on during these long stretches. That is February the 2nd and February 9th from 3 to 4 at Steel Goat Marketplace. And then I also do, so mycelium movement is we're working out and going in, and then bloom where you're planted is more of a personal development out in. We will start with a guided meditation, the spiritual writing exercise, and then the group discussion. I will have a free version of that also on the 9th, an hour before the mycelium movement class. liftedspirits.com will also have all the information, as well as my social medias. I will be at Kingfly Spirits February 9th. That's a Friday, 6 to 9 p.m. at Cupid's Craft and Shop. That is a little vendor spot where we'll have vendors and then interactive workshops like DIY, candles, jewelry, floral things. Very, very cute. And then I'm putting on my second DIY life or death terrarium workshop, which people really loved. We get dirty, get our hands in bones. You pick your own pieces, plants, all that, and make your own little plant buddy to take home. And that is going to be February 15th, 12 to 2 at Midnight Dreary Shops in Latrobe. So, and then your show, March, I also have a few things. March 2nd is the Inspirational Fair, which I'll wrap it up with this. I'm honored to be going to that. I was requested to do that, and it's not a vendor show. It is local healers and motivational people offering their services and marketing themselves. So I will really be branding myself, putting myself out there as Lifted Spirits. Hopefully by that point, I will be Lifted Spirits spiritual life coach. So whatever life brings me,
I believe in you.
Give it to me. I'm ready for it.
I believe in you. Well,
thank you
so much for coming on tonight. You've met Erin from Lifted Spirits, and remember that spirits with 2 S's. You can find her at liftedspirits.com. Again, 2 S's. It's been a pleasure having you on tonight. I love you so very much.
So much. I love you too.
We will see you soon.
Thank you.